Boss Hog tapping in. Yeah, man, relaxing, enjoying the day. Heading up to Lake Lanier. Wanted to pull over for a second and holler at you. Enjoy the scenery. Smoke a fine cigar. Demand your respect, regardless of the consequences. That's my topic for right now. Thinking out loud. Again, demand your respect, regardless of the consequences. Life has so many obstacles, but the journey itself can be beautiful. It should be beautiful. You only get one go-round, as far as I know. I know some people talk about an afterlife and other things, but I deal with the metaphysically given. So I say again, demand your respect, regardless of the consequences. I had to check somebody about an hour ago. Nothing too serious. My parents taught me how to express myself without becoming enraged, without using profanity. So, I know how to use quick comebacks and how to get my point across without getting belligerent. I'm not going to be too detailed in my description because I'm doing business with the people that I had to check. I'll just say that I went into an establishment and there's a Caucasian man, maybe a year older than me, my age, 58. And this makes the third time going into the establishment, he's tried to address me as rap star. Rap star. Now, he doesn't know what I do for a living, even if he did. I'm a man of a certain caliber, a man of a certain pedigree, a man of a certain age. It's Mr. Terrain, or Troy, or Sir. Whether you're trying to be funny, whether you think, it makes the conversation lighthearted, I'm not interested. I'm not your friend. I'm not your buddy. I'm not your pal. I'm not defensive. I'm not in my feelings. I'm just setting you straight. It's Mr. Terrain, or Troy. I don't mind people calling me Troy. I like my name. Again, he doesn't know me as Star, and I'm almost positive he doesn't know what I do for a living. Aside from being a social engineer, I have a very lucrative business up in South Jersey. I don't talk about it too often, but I've done well for myself. So as I enter the establishment, he tries me. He tries me, and this time I correct him out loud because there's a Caucasian female. She looks like she's maybe older than the both of us. So I correct him just a little bit louder than how he tried to address me. Hey, rap star. I said, it's Mr. Terrain, or Troy. And then I said, are we clear? He tries to make light of it. Oh, I like rap star. I said, I'm not interested in what you like. It's Mr. Terrain, or Troy, or else I can take my business elsewhere. Are we clear? Now, to the older woman's credit, she kept the hole in her face shut because I was hoping I didn't have to give her some smoke, because I would have, and it wouldn't have been, too rough, but I would have set her straight. But I did not have to. He looked a little startled that I was checking him. And as I was checking him, I held up my debit card and I said, if you're not clear, I can take my business elsewhere. Now, I said this with a smile on my face so that he couldn't say, he was angry. I had no choice but to address him as Sir or Mr. Train. Again, I'm not going to go into detail as to what type of establishment this is because, I'm getting ready to take a road trip next month. And I'm just putting some things in order before I leave. So I said, are we clear? He then proceeds in, what I expected, which was that, dumbfounded, I'm sorry, I didn't mean any harm by it. And I said, well, I'm just setting you straight. Now, he didn't like that, and I knew he wouldn't like it. You see, I'm from New Jersey, and whenever you tell a Caucasian, I'm going to set you straight, which is equivalent to down south saying, I'm going to give you some straightening, it's not well received. And I didn't want it to be well received. And again, I had the debit card in my hand to let him know I can take my business elsewhere. You are doing me no favor. So again, my statement to you, demand your respect regardless of the consequences. It doesn't mean you're in a bad place. It doesn't mean you're defensive, although they're going to try and make it seem like that. Now, regardless of how I live my life and the fact that I don't support tribalism, I am a melanated or black man or half black man, whatever you want to call me in America. So I understand the hatred that's directed towards me. It doesn't hinder me. It doesn't stop me from moving forward. But, I enjoy checking people. I most certainly do. I like to sharpen my skills, my verbal skills, my communication skills that my mother and father taught me during my formative years. So he waved a cop down, as we used to say, waved a cop down. As he brought it down a few notches, he said, "I'm sorry, Mr. Terrain. I'm sorry, Mr. Terrain." Now, he's not the owner of the establishment, so, at his age, he was probably concerned about, whether I would or would not report him. And kids, let me say something to you. I am so on that type of time to report someone. I will write a letter. I will follow up. I will email. I'll be your worst fucking nightmare. You already know, if you haven't heard me say before, I dispute charges on a regular. If I don't get the service I want and or expect or deserve, I will file a dispute. I just got $4,600 back off of a dispute. I'm not going to, go into that right now, but, I had a company that tried to hit me with an $800 cancellation charge, when in reality, they canceled the reservation. It wasn't me. They just simply could not accommodate my request to change the dates to a later date. So therefore, they tried to hit me with the cancellation fee. No. We're not playing that game. Got the full refund. Side note, when you're dealing with anybody and you suspect that it might be a dispute at some point, force them to deal with you via email. Stop all phone conversations. Make them deal with you via email so that you can have a thread of the conversation. And then you can present that to your financial institution, whichever one that may be, and you can prove your case. So let me get back to the guy who, I had to G-check. Yes, it's Mr. Terrain. I don't have to be out here pump faking, claiming that I did this and I did that in the world. It's none of your fucking business. What I've accomplished, what I've achieved. It's Mr. Terrain. Other than that, it's a very nice day. I'm on my way to Lake Lanier. This is a park that I stop at sometimes. The geese are behaving today. Can you see them? By the fountain, these geese are gangster. They will press you when you come in the park. And don't try and touch the little baby geese or the baby ducklings, or they will set trip on that ass. Yes, they will. They will rush you in a pack until you back the fuck up. Yeah, demand your respect. And there's other levels to demanding your respect. I'm not going to try and make this too complicated, but, just in life, whether it be a place of employment, if you're in pursuit of a home, or if you're trying to rent some type of property or something like that, demand your respect, regardless of the consequences. You'll sleep better at night, as I do. Enjoy your day.